Welcome to another drawing from Let's Have Fun Drawing Together. Let's dive right into today's story.
Woody, the sheriff with a noble heart. Woody isn't just a toy. He's the leader, protector, and confidant of everyone in Bonnie's room. With his classic cowboy hat, leather vest, and spurred boots, this sheriff represents leadership, bravery, and unwavering loyalty to his friends. But beyond his toy appearance, Woody has a huge heart and a unique ability to face any challenge, especially if it involves protecting those he loves. This is a story that shows Woody as you've never seen him before, facing a dilemma full of surprises, emotions, and an unexpected life lesson. Woody and the Forgotten Toy. Chapter 1, A New Beginning. It was a quiet afternoon in Bonnie's room. Woody watched from his usual spot on the mantel as Bonnie played with Buzz Lightyear and Jessie. Their laughter filled the room, and the toys felt grateful to have an owner who loved them so much. "Looks like today is another great day to be a toy," Woody said, adjusting his hat. "You say that every day, Woody," Buzz replied with a grin. Suddenly, the door opened and in walked Bonnie's mom with a large cardboard box in her hands. "Bonnie, I found this box in the attic. It's from when I was a little girl. Do you want to see what's inside?" "Yes, Mom," Bonnie exclaimed excitedly, running over to the box. The gang of toys looked on curiously. It was always exciting when new toys appeared, though it could also be a little unsettling. Bonnie opened the box and pulled out several old toys, a fire truck, a small accordion, and finally, a worn-out cowboy with a broken arm and a faded sheriff's badge. "Look, Mom, it's just like Woody," Bonnie shouted excitedly. Woody leaned forward, intrigued. "Well, this will be interesting," he murmured. Chapter 2, Sheriff Tucker. That night, when the lights went out and Bonnie fell asleep, the toys came to life as usual. Woody decided to welcome the new toy. The cowboy, who had introduced himself as Tucker, sat on the ledge, looking out the window. His figure looked more somber in the moonlight. "Hey, buddy," Woody said, touching the brim of his hat. "I'm Woody, the sheriff from Bonnie's room. Welcome to the gang." Tucker turned slowly, his painted face showing a serious expression. "Sheriff Tucker," he said in a deep voice. "I don't need an introduction. I'm a born leader." Buzz walked over, smiling. "Looks like we have a new sheriff in town." Tucker shot a quick glance at Buzz. "I'm not here to play team. A sheriff doesn't need help to do his job." Jessie frowned, crossing her arms. "We're not competitors here. We're friends." Tucker shrugged. "Friends or not, I do things my way." Chapter 3, Mysteries in Bonnie's room. The next few days were filled with strange occurrences. Bo Peep's cane mysteriously disappeared, Buzz's wings stopped working, and Jessie's hat was found in the dumpster. "This isn't normal," Woody said, worried. "Someone's causing trouble." Slinky approached nervously. "What if it's the new sheriff? Ever since he got here, things have gotten weird." That night, Woody decided to stay up to find out who was behind the incidents. From the mantel, he saw a shadow moving around the room. It was Tucker. He was going through the toy chest, pulling out pieces and muttering to himself. "What are you doing, Tucker?" Woody asked, approaching silently. Tucker spun around quickly, holding a small, broken toy in his one hand. "This doesn't concern you, Woody," he replied coldly. "It does concern me if it affects my friends," Woody said, crossing his arms. Tucker sighed. "You wouldn't understand what it's like to be forgotten. I used to be Bonnie's mom's favorite. Then I broke down and got left in the attic. I'm just trying to get my place back." Chapter 4, The Forgotten Past. The next morning, Bonnie took Tucker to school for a show-and-tell activity. Woody decided to tag along, hiding in Bonnie's backpack. When Bonnie showed Tucker to her classmates, a boy wanted to play with him, but Tucker didn't budge. "Why didn't you cooperate?" Woody asked her later. "I don't want to be touched by strangers. I've been through that and ended up forgotten in an attic," Tucker replied. Woody looked at him with pity. "Maybe if you allowed yourself to trust others, you wouldn't feel so alone." Chapter 5, Patchy's Reunion. Back at school, the teacher held out a box of old toys. Among them, Tucker saw a small horse with a broken tail. "Patchy!" Tucker exclaimed, running toward the horse. Woody watched as he carefully picked up the horse, as if holding a lost treasure. "He was my best friend," Tucker said. "I thought I had lost him forever." That night, Buzz and Jessie helped Tucker repair Patchy using Bonnie's craft supplies. Tucker couldn't stop smiling as he watched his old friend restored. Chapter 6. Sheriff Tucker's Redemption. With Patchy by his side, Tucker began to fit in more with the gang. The strange incident stopped, and Tucker began to enjoy the company of the other toys. "Thanks for not giving up on me," he said to Woody one night. "I was just doing what a good sheriff does," Woody replied, with a smile. Chapter 7. Tucker's Bright Future. Over time, Tucker became a key player in Bonnie's room. Though he never lost his lonesome cowboy ways, he learned to trust others and accept his place in the gang. When Bonnie played with him and Patchy, Tucker felt complete. He was no longer a forgotten toy, but part of something bigger. In the end, no matter how much time passes, Woody mused, there's always a second chance to shine. Chapter 8. A Mysterious Letter. One night, while the toys were gathered in Bonnie's room, Buzz found a small piece of crumpled paper behind the toy chest. He unfolded it and read aloud. "To the forgotten sheriff, your true mission awaits you beyond Bonnie's room. Follow the stars." Woody took the letter, frowning. What does this mean? Tucker, who had been playing with Patchy, quickly stood up at the words. "It's for me," he said, taking the paper with shaking hands. "How can you be so sure?" Jesse asked, suspiciously. Tucker pointed to the faded badge on his vest. "When Bonnie's mom was a kid, she called me her star sheriff. This has to be a sign." Woody nodded. "Then we have to find out. You can't do it alone, Tucker. We're a team." Chapter 9. The Trip to the Attic. Following the letter's trail, the toys decided to explore the attic, a place Bonnie rarely visited. With Buzz's help, Woody organized an expedition. Tucker, nervous but determined, led the way with Patchy at his side. The attic was filled with dust and shadows, but also with forgotten treasures. Old puzzles, armless dolls, and rusty trains. At the bottom, they found an old metal box with a star engraved on the lid.
Watch another video on our channel.
Tucker murmured.
Let's have fun drawing together.
They opened the box,
where
and
another
inside they
unique
found a small
character
map,
embarks on a new
a
adventure.
shiny gold badge, and a picture of Bonnie's mom playing with Tucker and Patchy. "Bonnie's mom always dreamed of me being a star hero," Tucker said, his voice cracking. "Maybe you still could be one," Woody said, placing a hand on her shoulder. Chapter 10. The Big Adventure. The map led them to a specific spot in Bonnie's backyard, the old tool shed. Carefully, the toys made their way across the yard, dodging the family cat and fallen branches. Inside the shed, they found a collection of pieces that looked like they were part of a toy spaceship. Tucker excitedly began to assemble them with the help of the others. "It's Tucker's starship," Buzz exclaimed, watching the vehicle take shape. Once the ship was complete, Tucker climbed aboard with Patchy. The lights flickered and the sounds of engines filled the air. "Are you ready for your mission, Sheriff?" Woody asked, smiling. "More than ever," Tucker replied. Chapter 11. The Sheriff's Legacy. With the ship ready to take off, Tucker decided to make one last speech. "Thanks to you, I found my purpose again. I never thought I could be a part of something so special." Woody nodded, proud. "You'll always have a place here, Tucker, no matter where the stars take you." With one last look at Bonnie's room and his new friends, Tucker started the ship's engines. Though the trip was symbolic, it represented something bigger to him, the chance to reinvent himself and prove that even forgotten toys can shine again. As the ship disappeared into the darkness of the shed, the toys returned to Bonnie's room with a sense of satisfaction. Tucker had found his way, and they had gained a friend forever. Chapter 12. A New Story. A few weeks later, Bonnie found the golden badge that Tucker had left behind in the shed. She carefully placed it on her craft table and began drawing a story about a sheriff and his trusty horse traveling through the stars. Woody and the others watched in silence, knowing that Tucker now lived on in Bonnie's imagination and in the hearts of everyone who knew him. "In the end, it doesn't matter where you are," Woody said, smiling. "There's always a way to be remembered."
Thank you for watching. Watch another video on our channel. Let's have fun drawing together, where another unique character embarks on a new adventure.